live, little girl, so you can let me do the show for like 30 minutes, 45. I'd really appreciate it. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I handled lecture the other day.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 88. My name is Nick Bavar. This is Mallory Bavar.
This is Cheeks Bavar.
That's Cheeks Bavar. We're married, and we have a dog.
Young and married.
Young and married. The dog's name is Cheeks. She likes to chew on everybody's fingers. She likes to eat people's flesh. She likes to eat people's ears.
Mm-hmm.
And she likes to cause a lot of ruckus around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. Prime time, baby.
And she's a primetime puppy. That's why we call her Primetime Cheeks. And when it's time to fucking relax or chill out or something, she likes to turn it up to about a 10 when she's always at about a 5. Anyways, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. It's been another long ass week.
Yep.
I was on Twitter and I seen a picture of Ahmaud Arbery's killers, and one of these motherfuckers,
Ahmaud,
his name's Ahmaud Arbery.
Okay.
Well, I'm getting that right. Don't correct me on that. Yeah,
you
Ahmaud
said
Arbery.
Something earlier.
What'd I say? No, that was a different guy.
Oh.
That's how many kills have been going on.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Ahmaud Arbery's killer.
I feel bad because I can't remember them all. Like, that's how upsetting it is.
Overwhelming it is. Yeah. William Bryan. He's on the screen. I showed you a picture of him earlier. I think what we need to do is start a fucking GoFundMe for this motherfucker's lips. Because I can't find... They're gone. They don't exist. They never existed. I almost think someone cut them off.
No Lip Willie.
No Lip Willie Bryan. No, we got no... I'm going to put everybody's other picture. We got no Lip Willie Bryan. We have Toon Tone Travis. And then we have I Can't See Gregory. We have I Can't See Gregory, Toon Tone Travis, and what?
No Lip Willie.
And no Lip Willie Bryan.
Willie Bryan.
I mean, dang, could you find 3 idiots just to like gather in a pile? I could see this Gregory guy be like, "Hey, Travis, go get your brother William." I don't even think these guys are related, but if they were, they'd be one hell of a fucking family. What do you think about that? When you see these 3 people, what do you think?
I see racist.
That's all you see is racist. I love when I'm in the store.
Like, give me a break, dude.
You can always point out a racist motherfucker, you know? Like, let's go ahead and hop on recent. Or, Reject of the week.
Damn, my ears need to pop.
Pop them. Reject of the week goes out to a majority of NASCAR fans. I don't want you NASCAR fans going nuts on me right now. Oh, he's talking about NASCAR. NASCAR is like a fucking... NASCAR is not even like a sport. It's like a cult. It's almost like a cult. Because if you see a little NASCAR buddy outside on the track, you're like, you know a racist when you see one, and you know a NASCAR guy when you see one.
Not all NASCAR people are racist.
No. I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying because earlier we were like, I can see a racist. You know a racist when you see one.
Yeah, you can spot one.
You can spot a NASCAR guy when you see one. And Bubba Wallace, his manager, walks into the stall that they were in, and he sees to what he thinks to be as a noose. So he took it straight to the director of board and then straight to Bubba, but Bubba didn't walk in there. And for you that don't know, Bubba Wallace is the only African-American black man in NASCAR. The only one. There's no other one. And he's average. He's not like the best. Like he's kind of good, but like he's not the best. He's an
average race car driver, I would say.
And his manager sees this noose, goes and tells him, but does not let him go in there and see the noose. Okay.
Okay, so Bubba Wallace doesn't go in.
No.
All he hears is from his managers and his teammates.
Yes.
That there is a noose hanging in the garage where the car is parked.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. So Bubba never goes in there. Bubba hears this. So word gets around NASCAR or whatever. They all come together for this like beautiful moment where they push Bubba's car up to the front.
They show their appreciation.
They show their appreciation for him. The whole crowd goes nuts. It's this big thing, okay? He ends up coming in 14th place, so it's not like... And Andrew Schultz had a good point. He was like, if he would have got first place, this would have been a good 30 for 30 ESPN movie, or documentary. But at the next day, it comes out that the FBI did an investigation, and it turns out it was not a noose. It was...
A bullard?
A
bowling?
Bowling knot.
Bowling.
It's called a bowling knot.
Bowling knot.
And it's what people on boats use to like pull shit. And if you see the picture, I'm gonna put the picture right here. It looks like a fucking noose.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't know knots,
yeah,
I'm thinking it's a noose. But the thing that gets me is the guy who went into the stall. He's been around cars and he's been around those kind of knots. I guess he had never seen one of them knots before, but that's besides the point. So it comes out that he didn't have it. Now NASCAR fans are getting pissed off. They're like, Bubba needs to apologize to everybody because he thought it was a noose, and it wasn't a noose, and he was causing this big fuss over nothing, basically calling all NASCAR fans racist.
Yeah.
You need to know that Bubba never saw the noose. The noose was never saw by Bubba. It was just seen by his head pit guy or whatever.
Yeah, if anybody should be apologizing to the general public, which, yeah, I see 50-50 on it, I guess.
It should be that guy.
It should be that guy.
Yeah.
And Bubba should, I guess, kind of back him up and say, I never saw it, so of course I took his word. Who else would Bubba trust? He's not going to trust, the other drivers.
And that's my point.
Crews.
It's like if you walked into somewhere and was like, dude, don't go in there. There's a noose in there, and I'm a black guy, and like you come and tell me that, and like it's me, it's our relationship.
What a coincidence that Bubba just so happens to be African American.
Well, the thing is the noose was put there back in late October of last year.
Who said that? Who knows?
The FBI said that. The FBI did the investigation, and they said that the noose has been there, or the rope has been there. And not move.
They need to figure out who did it.
That's
like, who made
so
that?
I'm thinking about that, right? And I'm like, whoever tied the knot there knows that they tied the knot there and has to know that this big controversy is going on. So why don't they come? It's either one or two things. They don't want to come and be like, hey, I tied that knot, but I didn't mean for it to be a noose. Yeah. But if he does that, there's going to be a good 50% of my people like, no, he's fucking lying. He tied it like a noose.
They're going to go through his life and try and rip him up.
But at the same,
just another rabbit
but at
hole,
the same time, you can't do that because that was back in October, and that wasn't Bubba Wallace's stall at that time. So he's the only black person in NASCAR.
Oh, it wasn't his in the beginning.
No. These stalls are like, it's just like they're stalls at the racing place. And wherever you go, you don't get assigned the same stall. You just get wherever they fucking put you. So, and you got NASCAR fans calling in ESPN, and they're like, well, they're calling him the Jesse Smollett, and it's like, I'm so sick of hearing when people try to give you their opinion, but it's not really their opinion. They put the word they in front of it. Mm-hmm. So therefore it's someone else's opinion that you adopted. Yeah. It really makes me mad with younger people like my age actually that like try to talk politics. I know a good handful of people my age that talk politics and they know politics. Bless you. You good?
Excuse me. Yeah.
I know a good handful of people. Bless you, by the way. I know a good handful of people that know politics. I know people that the only reason they know politics is because they heard mommy and daddy talking about it at dinner, and all they do is regurgitate what they're saying over and over, and that's all they ever know. But they don't know the facts or the bullet points behind the shit that they're talking about. So it's all just nonsense. And most of these NASCAR fans that are calling in and saying this and that and this and that, it's not even their own personal opinion. They're just basing it off someone else's opinion, and they're just running with it. And it's so absurd to hear because when you hear them talking, you can just hear the bullshit in their voice. There's nothing like talking to someone and having a pointless-ass conversation, and you can just hear the bullshit in their voice, you know? It's just like, I know you don't care. We talked about this the other day. I know, I don't care. I know you don't care. Why are we having this pointless-ass conversation? Yeah. I know life is short, and we need to expand our conversations with other people. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to expand my conversation with you. I don't give a shit what you have to say. I don't care that your pool didn't get made or that Sandy didn't drop her sandals off at the beach or something like that. I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
Sandy at the beach.
Sandy at the beach. Sandals off. But I'm just so sick of pointless conversations and people's opinions that have nothing to do with their own opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And most opinions these days are scared opinions. And it's fucked up because no one can even have an opinion anymore without getting canceled or having... Because the thing is you always hear old people, damned if I do, damn. My mom always says that. My mom says that all the fucking time.
They're not old people. They're the older people.
What is that generation called? Gen X? Is that Gen X?
I don't know.
What are the boomers? What are baby boomers?
I was born, I guess, from when they got back from war, I think. World War One or Two.
Really? When was World War One? Fucking.
Maybe World War Two or Vietnam. I can't remember, but it was after a war, and all these people were having babies because they just got back.
Well, whatever. NASCAR fans, get your own opinions, and most of y'all aren't even blaming Bubba for nothing. Because here's the thing: none of this is Bubba Wallace's fault. None of this. He walked into a fucking place. His manager his head guy told him that there's a noose in there. So as Bubba, with all this civil rights shit going on, the riots going on, it's very appropriate to think, as a black man, someone put a fucking noose in my stall.
Yeah, and I guess my first initial thought is, well, why didn't Bubba go in there and see it? And then I had to retract that thought because if I were put in, his shoes, I wouldn't want to see it either because that's basically a noose with my name on it, whether it's a noose or not.
That's a good point.
That's your first thought. It's in your area. You're the only African American.
That's how I'm saying it's so appropriate.
Of course, that's your first initial thought. Of course.
And let me remind you, this is before the race.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to go in here and win a race.
With his head, yeah.
I'm trying to go in here and win a race. I'm the only black man in all the sport, and there's a noose in my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he don't owe you no fucking apology whatsoever. No. He has nothing to apologize about. That's bullshit if you think he has to apologize. And if you think that this is a conspiracy, I don't know. Andrew Schultz had a good point. He was talking about how maybe I don't think it was Andrew Schultz. I think it was Akash, one of the two. Said that maybe NASCAR. Oh, it's very important to remember that the Confederate flag got banned the week before this happened. Mm-hmm. The week before this happened, the Confederate flag was banned from NASCAR. And anybody in NASCAR can tell you that the Confederate flag is almost the fucking NASCAR flag.
Yeah.
If you think NASCAR, you think Confederate flag. You ask anybody that goes up to a NASCAR race how many flags are out there, Confederate flags, and this anti that shit is out there. It's everywhere.
Oh, I believe it.
So that got banned the week before this, so that's even more reason to think that someone would hang a noose in your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Were you looking up something?
No.
Oh. Okay, well, that's that. So, Reject of the Week goes out to all NASCAR fans that think that Bubba Wallace owes anybody an apology. Let's move on to recent news. Recent news. Sports are coming. Golly. Sports are coming back, ladies and gentlemen, and I cannot be more happier. This made me want to cry because you wonder why.
You're a sportsman.
I'm a sports guy.
You're a sportsman. If there are no sports playing, we're watching reruns, and you know what? I'm sick of it. Like, just come on back.
The thing about sports is like it's not just sports, right? It's not just like. That's what pisses me off about people. That are like, it's just a game. Like, yeah, it's just a game, but think about your favorite TV show, right? What's your favorite TV show?
Law and Order, SVU.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let me refer. What's your favorite comfort TV show? Law and Order?
Law and Order, SVU.
Okay. So sports is like most people's comfort show.
Yeah.
Like when like if something.
Kind of a sick comfort show, but whatever.
Yeah, psychopaths watch that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like with sports is like, if you're depressed or like you're mad about something or like something's going on in your life, you go to like a sporting event or you watch a sporting event, it just calms you. For some reason, it just calms you and reminds you that everything's cool.
I guess so, yeah.
So that now that sports is coming back, it's like, oh, I guarantee most people are like, I can fucking
It's
breathe
like
now.
Sunday night football.
Oh my God.
It's like you knew you knew Sunday night it was football time.
Sunday night football, Monday night football.
Make sure you get all your things done before that so you can sit down, drink a beer, and watch the game.
I remember.
Let me say this.
Okay.
I never truly enjoyed watching sports until I met you. Because I think it's comical how you point out certain things and like, especially with football, I used to be so annoyed watching football because I didn't understand it. Nobody took the time to explain it so I could understand it, I guess, because I have a different way of thinking.
Yeah, and I hate people like that. I fucking hate people that
it's like, just
don't
you have to
explain
explain it, so I'm going to sit there and ask questions throughout it, and that's what I did, and now I actually enjoy watching football.
Oh my God, I love I'm about to start crying. I'm about to start crying because I remember football season, Cowboys. This last season, it was Eagles versus Cowboys. Whoever won got a chance to get in the playoffs, and I remember the whole day. I'm like telling you, like the time 7:00. So we fucking cleaned the whole room, vacuumed everything, got everything lit candles, went and got Buffalo Wild Wings, or no Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop.
I remember.
Came back right when we got everything situated. I mean, lids open, fucking kickoff. Oh, and then went and then we got the ball back. It was a whole thing, but yeah, sports is like a comfort thing to me. So baseball is coming back. I got the date right here. Baseball is coming like 4th of July weekend. Oh wait, that's this weekend. That's not right. No, 4th of July weekend is when? Next week. So baseball might be back next week, I think. It's coming back in early July, I think. And then basketball is coming back.
Now this I'm excited for.
Basketball is coming back July 30th. Okay. July 30th, basketball coming back. There'll only be a certain amount of teams. 22 teams are returning because, the other ones aren't going to make it in the playoffs anyway. So
yeah.
Give the big boys a chance to play. This is why Mallory's excited because the Lakers are coming back. But the thing, Avery Bradley will not be coming back. I don't know why, the specific reason.
I didn't really know him very well.
Yeah, he's just a point guard. He's been hurt most of the season.
And let me tell you, I don't just like the Lakers. I like LeBron. So wherever LeBron goes, that's my team.
That's how I am about Baker Mayfield. Wherever Baker Mayfield is, that's how I'm fucking. He's on the one team.
LeBron's a man, though.
Yeah, so Avery Bradley was going to be the point guard, but he's not going to be attending because the thing about the players is they're going to be bubbled off. They can't talk to no family, no nothing. They're going to be in Orlando, Florida at the Disney Resort, and they will not be able to talk to anybody. I mean, not be able to see anybody. They'll be in a bubble and isolated, right? So taking place of Avery Bradley's spot is going to be yours truly, J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith is a fucking legend.
Hell of a team.
I think if J.R. Smith wouldn't have had that one fuck up. Is the
Bald Eagle still on?
Yeah, he's definitely on there.
Yeah, Alex Caruso. I love him too. Caruso?
If J.R. Smith wouldn't have had that one fuck up in game 1 of the finals during Golden State when he didn't put that ball back up, remember? I think he'd be a fucking legend. But he's coming back, and if you don't know J.R. Smith, he's right here on the screen, and he's the one who was sitting on the side of his, was sitting by his car, and someone tried to break into his car and break his window. So he gets out.
And where was this at?
This is like a suburban area.
Yeah. So, but it was like, I guess, was he trying to?
He was trying to, I don't know. I guess he was trying to break in the car or something.
Okay.
It was in broad daylight. The video is right there behind us. But he gets out and beats the fucking shit out of this kid. Kicks him. He said he felt bad after because he knew he was beating the shit because he's huge.
Yeah.
So when you see him compared to this guy, you're like, dang, he beats the fuck out of him.
He's a big boy.
He's a big motherfucker. But he's replacing, and I think this is going to be the most exciting shit ever because there's not going to be any audience. No fans, no nothing. So it's going to be like a silent gym. So, I don't know if they're going to play music like they usually do. I don't know if it's going to be silent like a pickup game.
It may be better that way because they don't have all the distractions.
So, the UFC did that. They didn't have fans. And you could hear the fighters, talking to each other. And, one of them's choking one out. And he's like, I'm sorry for this. And one of them's like, it is what it is. As he's getting fucking killed and can't breathe. I thought that was pretty cool. But Sports is coming back, and I could not be more excited. I feel like we're going home finally. I feel like this is the thing is I feel like we've had progress on the COVID shit, and then we keep getting knocked back. You know?
Yeah.
And yes, Texas, Arizona, and Florida opened back up, and we fucking went stir crazy and went nuts. And now we're back on.
Okay, but whose fault is that? That is Greg Abbott's fault.
For opening back up.
I could go so far into this.
Well, anyways, let's give a round of applause for sports coming back. Oh, sorry, baby. Oh, baby's sleeping. Let's give snaps for her. She's looking at us like, you're fucking nuts. I'm trying to sleep. Shall we move on to
Legend of the Week?
Thank you. Legend of the Week. I'm sorry, not Legend of the Week. The Modern Rejects Hall of Famer of the Week goes out to Shane O'Malley.
Shane O'Malley.
If you're not familiar with Shane O'Malley, he's a UFC fighter. I can't.
Didn't know about him till I met you.
What is his? What kind of? Let's see. Shane O'Malley. Let's see what fucking weight class this guy is.
I was wondering about that.
He's a slimmer guy. He's in the bantamweight.
What does that mean?
I don't know. They look real slim. I don't know what kind of weight that is. Oh, that's 130. So it's probably like 145 and below, 140 below. That's fucking slim, son. Because I'm 145, 142 right now. That's like.
That's a thin boy.
Well, he's also 5'11".
Yeah, so
and slim. He's 5'11" on here, so he's probably like 5'9", 5'10", something like that. But Shane O'Malley, let me tell you about Shane O'Malley, dude. He's a motherfucker. I don't have to read this. I need to read it. He's a motherfucker that grew up in Montana. Mm-hmm. Now he explains Montana. There's nothing out there really. He doesn't become a fighter till his teenage years, right? And he's not the best when he starts. And he ends up meeting up with one of his coaches, who is also a badass motherfucker.
Yeah. What's his name?
I need to get his name. What's his name?
Is it Tim?
Timbo. Shane O'Malley's coach.
This guy is just almost as close as a square as you can get.
He's a fucking Zen guy. He's one of those Zen.
He is just barely
meditates.
This man barely blinks. Like,
Tim Welch.
You see no worry, no frustration.
Yeah.
You see no emotion coming from this man except Zen.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing gets in this man's
It's
way.
like a wave of vibrations.
I was creeping on his Instagram, and
Tim's?
Yeah, and I was just watching, and even like his video, even when he's around people, he's just
very calm. Yeah, I wish I could be that.
I wish I could be that calm.
And be that calm and be able to beat the fucking shit out of someone or kill them.
Yeah.
You know, people like that can kill someone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but if I'm a UFC, if I'm trained to kill, and you mess with me, I literally smile at you. I go, "No, I can kill you, right?" I'm like, "What? You know, I can kill you, right?"
Yeah.
Like, literally, take your life.
Who is that one?
No, I was saying when the dude said I can fuck you.
Yeah, who's that guy?
I don't know. It's some story that Brennan Shaw was telling that.
Oh, okay.
This UFC fighter was out. He's big as fucking. Some guy was messing with him, kept fucking with him, and he was like, "You know I can fuck you, right?" That's like, what?
If I could,
he goes, "You know I could fuck you."
If I was trained to fucking, dude, I'd just go.
But you really think about it, you go, "Oh, he really could fuck him if he wanted to." That's scary.
And what would you do? Scream?
As a man, someone comes up to me and goes, "You know I can fuck you, right?" I go, "Okay, I'm gonna walk away from this."
I'm sorry.
I don't give a fuck how big you are. You tell me you can fuck, I'm gone. But Shane O'Malley, he ends up meeting with Tim, his coach, and they basically dominate the fucking sport. He's undefeated right now. I think he has 20 plus fights. He's
got rainbow hair right now.
Right, he just dyed his hair rainbow hair. Shane O'Malley doesn't give a fuck.
Isn't he like 24?
He's very young. I know he's. Let's see how old he is. I got it right here.
I can't remember. We were watching them the other night, weren't we?
Yeah, he is 25.
Okay.
So not that much older than me and you.
Literally.
But he's dominated the sport. His personality is real like cocky, but like it's one of those cockies that you like because
it's like you want to be around it.
You want to be around this guy because like his cockiness isn't like a fuck you. It's just like
it's
I
not
don't
like
give a
let
fuck
me
what
rub
you,
it in your face. It's
it's like I'm gonna do my own thing and I don't give a shit.
Let
if
me
you're
show
hate
you
on
how
it.
the best I can be.
Yes, he's almost like a Maddie Matheson.
Yeah.
They just don't really care. It's like they have blinders on.
Their confidence matches up to what they say that they're gonna do.
Very much. And there's not many people that can do that.
Yeah, and be likable.
That's very true. He's likable, meets the standards of cockiness, and can back up the cockiness. So
and he's got Tim.
I mean, he's got the perfect combo. They're both potheads. They're both psychedelic enthusiasts. They have their own show called the Tim and Sugar Show or the Jim and Sugar Show. There's a podcast they have. I should listen to. That's very good. But legend. I mean, you are the fucking goddamn. You are the Hall of Famer of the week, Sean O'Malley. We respect you. I wished one day I can strive to be somewhat like you and be as zen as Tim. And I think if we had more people like these two gentlemen and more people like Benny Blanco and more people like Maddie Matheson, more people maybe a little bit like Joe Rogan, a Brian Callen, a
Joe
Brendan
Rogan's
Schaub,
a bit of a stretch.
a Brendan Schaub, a Theo Vaughn,
an Andrew Schultz,
Bobby Lee,
Charlemagne,
Andrew Schultz, Charlemagne,
Akash
Singh.
That man's wild.
Yeah. Well, little baby's about to wake up. I think we're good here.
Yeah, I feel pretty
ventilated.
Yeah, yeah.
Any last words?
No.
Okay.
Not this time.
Well, Modern Music Podcast episode. I hope this is episode 88. I always get this shit wrong.
I think it's 87.
It's not 87, is it?
No,
last one was 87.
Yep, so we're on
88.
baby.
Yeah. Thank you for watching this Modern Music Podcast. We'll see you next week.